Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on last year's national champions, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal. You still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season.
Turning it on! Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Fresno State. Stealing a score special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution with that punt return.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. Using the quick game. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Boilermakers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got him, and nobody's close. There he goes. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had... Massive, massive play. His longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Oh, they're after him. Back open in the middle. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Every Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He leaves it with his back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. 29. Toss to the outside. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Suarez. Caught behind the line, it's Daniels. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give to the back. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Ruiz. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get to him as he throws. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free and 4th down is coming up. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Looking downfield, it's Suarez. And it just squirted. Hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, they're trying to hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Sims. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Little. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Suarez. Spits it out to the back. Right on target this time. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Bulldogs are threatening on 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. A first down run on the doorstep. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over East Carolina. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Boilermakers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Fresno State 31, Purdue 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Little. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to pass. It's Suarez. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gives it on the option. And some room to work. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, the ground game. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here comes the option. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw it, Suarez. Got his man on the outside. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 11 over East Carolina. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that. And it
throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Boilermakers in the hurry-up. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Extending the play. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds his man down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused. by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Back to throw, it's Suarez. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they add 6 more to more of that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Little. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the bat. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll move the tight end. He's got it again. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing it.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Let's go.
Give to the running back. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Easy.
Gets it out fast. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Little. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ear.
He unleashes a long one. Intercepted to stop the threat. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.